The private market valuation versus what the valuation will be ultimately when this stock starts trading.
Yep. As a rule of thumb, I think private market valuations are disconnected from the fundamentals. It's more a supply-demand equation in the private markets. So if you have more demand, you'll see the prices go up. But here you're seeing actual fundamentals trade. So I think the valuation in the $7 to $8 billion is more correct and more reflective of their fundamentals.
Your firm helps facilitate trading in private markets for companies like Dropbox. Can you talk to me and give me some color about the narrative out there that there is a huge bubble in the private markets and they can attract really attractive valuations there, but they can't achieve them in public markets? What's in that?
Yeah, so what was happening was there wasn't enough supply in the public market, so the big investors went downstream and they really wanted to get in early to get big allocations. So you saw a big demand, big flow of funds into these private markets, and that's what drove the valuations up. So it wasn't really driven by fundamentals as much as companies wanting to get a big share of the private companies.
At the core of this company, Santosh, this sort of sync and store kind of capability of a company like Dropbox, that for me seems like old news. What are they going to do that's really going to generate a business model that is going to attract investment long term?
Okay, that's the fundamental question here now, because the core business is commoditized. So the next leg up is in the enterprise market. They need to get these collaboration and content management tools, which is what the enterprises want. So I think the next leg up is going to be very challenging. So we'll see how they manage that. In the consumer market, which they have cornered, they're the leaders there. It's good. I mean, they have 500 million users there, but they're not really able to monetize that.
Yeah.
And that's been a big challenge. So they need to monetize that. They need to add enterprise customers, which are more expensive, longer sales cycles. So you're going to see some challenges to growing their revenue numbers in the long term.
I'm trying to understand what the moat is around the business. What stops, say, Google from coming out and Amazon from coming out and just doing what they're doing? What does stop them?
Absolutely. There is no moat. There's no
moat at all.
Yeah, absolutely no. I think they just need to execute. They have a user base. Let's see how they execute on their business model, but there is no moat, and they will have to compete very aggressively. We'll see how it plays out, but that's my big concern. That's why I'm bearish on the stock.
Yeah.
I don't think there's more headwind than tailwind on this.